Joined by head of the European Union delegation to the Kingdom of Lesotho, Paula Amadai, and she joins us now via our video link. Paula, thank you so much for your time this evening here on SABC News. Now, looking at that electric vehicle in Lesotho, one would say this is good news for Lesotho and a step in the right direction. All right, it seems as if we are...
Yes, indeed. It's also an opportunity.
Sorry, you can continue.
It's also... Yes, sorry. It's an opportunity also to raise awareness on climate change and on the way to move from fossil fuel to renewable energy. So without this vehicle, probably tonight we will not be having this conversation. We want to lead by example. We want to drive the talk. So moving from petrol car to electric car is a way to go.
And just seeing that piece there compiled by my colleague Rapelang in Lesotho, it seemed as if there are still some people who are skeptical about moving from fossil fuel cars to electric vehicles. Do you think that the people of Lesotho are ready to welcome this innovation?
Look, I was very positively surprised. I posted a couple of days ago something on the electric vehicle on our X account, and the reaction, the positive reaction, were overwhelming. Indeed, there were a few dissenting voices, but in a way, I am also surprised because indeed Lesotho does not produce fossil fuel. It imports them at very high price. And as Rapelang was reminding us, it's also one of the countries suffering the most from the impact of climate change. So, but I'm encouraged by the fact that the majority of the reaction were very positive.
And what does it mean for a country like Lesotho, saying that, you know, they are suffering from issues around climate change, and to begin to see this first vehicle being introduced into the country and slightly moving away from fossil fuels?
Look, Lesotho has been one of the first countries subscribing in Dubai last year the Energy Pledge, a pledge to triple the production of renewable energy and to double energy efficiency. I think Lesotho sees an advantage in increasing its energy independence with its asset in water, in sun, in wind. It has a capacity to become fully energy independent and also to reach SDG 7, i.e. the possibility for universal access to electricity for all its citizens, that for the time being has not yet been reached. So Lesotho has decided to lead in this field, and indeed the European Union has been supporting the efforts of Lesotho. I was just visiting yesterday a solar mini-grid in one of the southern districts in Gauteng, and this solar mini-grid will bring electricity to a number of villages, to the Daliwi Valley, that up to now has not been connected to the grid. And it is an accelerator for development for this area and for Lesotho in general.
And Ambassador, what do you have to say to those who are still showing a bit of skepticism, particularly when it comes to the long range of the electrical vehicles? And I heard Rapelang also saying that there's only at least 5 stations so far where those electric owners can charge their vehicles. What do you have to say to those who are still showing a bit of concern around, the long range of these vehicles?
Yeah. According to the information I have for this particular vehicle, the range is 344 kilometers. So it's a quite interesting range. And indeed, the number of charging stations is increasing. By now, there are 7. One in Maseru, it's at the GIZ office. 2 in Moalesuk, 1 in Leribe, 1 in Kuting, 1 at the National University of Lesotho in Roma, 1 in TY. So I think the number is already satisfactory, and indeed we are looking forward to see more stations installed. So it's a process, it's a start, but it's a promising start.
Yeah. And following, the official launch of the first vehicle, how many orders have we seen so far from the locals who are looking at making the switch to electric vehicles? I know it's still a bit early, but, have some shown interest yet?
Look, the objective in importing this first vehicle was not to proselytize, but it was to to give a sign. And indeed, this vehicle, it's used by the Renewable Lesotho program. So it was a choice of coherence for the project to choose this kind of vehicle. The program it's about the transition for Lesotho to improve energy efficiency, to accelerate the access to sustainable energy for all. So the vehicle, if you want, is just a gadget, an instrument for the broader goals of the project.
All right, Ambassador, thank you so much for your time this evening. That is EU Ambassador to Lesotho. She is Paula Amadai, just talking there to us about the country's first ever electrical vehicle in Lesotho. Of course, some have shown skepticism, but it seems as if there are others who are warming up to the idea.